I think Bill Clinton is a character that is larger than life. There's a lot of drama in that man's life, and there was a story that was bursting to be told in a comedic way. If you can strip away the divisive politics of his story, there's something in there that everybody can relate to. I think it's a play that speaks to people on many levels. It's for the lowbrow, it's for the highbrow. I've called it before a penis play with brains. The Bill Clinton story is a prism with which I choose to view this climate of political rancor. We can all identify with the Bill Clinton story as much today as we ever could. It's not specifically about Bill Clinton. It's about politics. It's about how two sides communicate with one another. It's about overcoming the political divide. I think there's a lot that's very relevant today. And more importantly, I think it's as relevant today as it will be in 5, 15, 20 years from now. The play is not about Bill Clinton and what's going on in the Bill Clinton administration. It really is about politics and political divisiveness and political rancorousness. And as we've all seen over the past 10 years, it's gotten worse. Our political world has really turned ugly. And I think you see a little bit of that ugliness in the show. But I think it also turns a mirror to it, and as an audience, we sort of see why that is, how that is. I think it's going to be as relevant today and tomorrow and for years to come as it would have been 5 years ago, 10 years ago. History is a launching point for this show, for this story. Bill Clinton was a historical character. I spun it so that we left the historical record in a lot of cases. But some of the things were very accurate. The media played a very critical role in the propulsion of this story. So the media has a very important role in this story. In our story, we do find a way to make that, to make a nice resolution to the story. And what we do, what I chose to do, was to tie it up with a moral. And you know, the moral of the Bill Clinton story, as far as I'm concerned, is that, hey, if we could rewrite this story, it would have been that a bunch of people would have taken responsibility for their actions, Bill Clinton among them. And the world would be a better place if politicians would do that. If we could all own up to our actions and take responsibility, the world would be a better place.
Poor Willard, take responsibility for Willard.
Oh, for Christ's sake, we all see where this is headed, right? Okay, fine. For those of you who need to be hit over the head with the moral of the story, here it comes neatly summed up in 5 words.
I think that the creation of this show was unique. There was an entire show written on white paper without a single note of music ever written. And Michael Mahler came along and looked at 13 songs worth of lyrics and wrote every single note of music that is now in the show, and it's phenomenal. There was one particular song early on that I wrote called What Did He Do, Did He Dum, Did He Do?
What did he do, did he dum, did he do, did he cheat racketeers, such as he'd smell the beer, did he murder or mishandle, how we all love a scandal?
Okay, I think I got my story straight. Are they coming back, or?
I'm afraid your story is dead, Paula.
In my mind, that was a doo-wop song. Diddy dum, diddy do. It sounded like something Dion and the Belmonts would sing.
What did he do?
Did he dum, did he do, did he?
What did he do?
Did he dum, did he do, did he?
What did he do? Did he drug? Did he drool? Did he tug at his tool? He's so cruel, what a mule!
No, it was nothing like that. You got it all wrong.
Fair enough.
What did he do?
Did he dum, did he do, did he?
What did he do?
Did he dum, did he do, did he?
What did he do? Did we kiss? Did he piss? Did he reek of shed bliss? I recall awkwardness, but that's all. Except wait!
Yes, go on.
He was tall.
That's just great.
When Mike Mahler was through with it, it was something very different and much cooler than anything I had ever thought of. And that was true of every single song in the show. The guy is a tour de force, and the music is what makes this show as special as it is. Bill Clinton is a composite of 2 characters, the good and the bad. The real and the imagined, the human and the penis.
That guy has a lot of displaced anger, if you ask me. And speaking of me, you're still trying to figure out how I fit into all this, aren't you? You're asking yourself, what's with all the triangulation? You got your protagonist, you got your antagonist, so what do you need me for? What's my relationship to the story? Well, Let me try to answer that question as tactfully as I can. Okay, how about this? My name is Willard, and I'm Bill's penis.
Those are the pieces of the character that we see over the course of this play. Will and Bill. What we did on April 18th, 2007 was a special evening. We pulled together a cast of 10 people. They had 1 week to rehearse. That included 1 week to learn the book, to learn the music, to rehearse in a new space, a new environment that they'd never been in. We brought together an audience of about 175 people. In staging the show, what we found was very much what we hoped. The audiences responded in absolutely the way that we wanted them to. They laughed uproariously. They had the song stuck in their head for weeks afterwards. They came up to me for weeks afterwards, for months afterwards, and said, I got to see that again. I want to show that to my mother. I want to get a cast recording. But the purpose really was to be able to capture what you see right now, and to be able to capture just a little bit of the flavor, a little bit of the texture of what this show feels like. And I think what you'll see on this DVD is that there is an exciting show. There is something here that could really be spun out and made a lot bigger and made into a really special performance that could be enjoyable for a long time and for many, many people.